No dad, I will not let you take my house camping. Part 1. I mentioned in a prior post that my narcissist father in the 90s was angry that I was living out of a camper trailer. But not because I was using it for a home, but because I had a camper trailer. He'd wanted one for years, and just never got around to it. On top of his other faults, you can add extreme procrastinator to the list. After I moved into my uncle's backyard with the trailer, my parents eventually found me. They forced their way in and stole my car keys, and then my car. That situation had to be resolved with police. They eventually started demanding I be their free driver again for when they went out drinking. And that didn't go over well either. Eventually my mother showed up to gripe at me about something else. By then she was pretending to be over wanting my car, but it was pretty obvious she was not over it. On this particular day, she was mad at me because my father was ranting about my trailer. Apparently he was pissed that I could just take it anywhere I wanted, and my mother told me she wanted me to get an apartment or something, so my father would shut up about it. I told her no, I was getting way too good of a deal living out of the trailer. My uncle was hardly charging me anything, and I just had to do his yard work on top of the low amount of rent utilities I was paying. There's no way I'd give that up for an apartment. When my parents got their hands on another Vista Cruiser, it could tow things like my Caprice could. The Cavalier my father stole from me couldn't tow anything, and the small orange 70s car my mother had used for a while wasn't made for towing either. So when they got another wagon, they got one with a tow hitch. And as soon as they had it, my father wanted to start towing things. And then he decided all of a sudden he wanted to take my trailer camping. And he treated it like an FYI at first. My father, in his usual attitude, just showed up and bluntly told me he was gonna use my trailer to go camping. I refused, and then he tried to order me as his son to let him take my trailer camping during the summer. I told him no again. It was literally my home.